Welcome, everyone. This is Russ Parsons with the Southeast Kansas Weather Facebook page again. I just want to do a short tutorial. I mentioned in my last video that there's a pretty easy way to bookmark the National Weather Service forecast page on your smartphone. I'm going to run through on how to do that for both iPhones and your Android mobile phone. We're going to start. This page here is actually going to be the instruction page. I'm going to run through it with you. It gives you pretty much step by step on how to put the shortcut on your screen so it shows up on your phone. To get to this particular site here with the instructions, you'll go to this website, www.weather.gov/WRN/mobile-phone, and that will get you to the page that I'm actually looking at right now, that gives you these instructions. If you have an iPhone, what you're wanting to do is visit this site here, mobileweather.gov, using your browser, either Safari or what other browser you use, web browser, on your iPhone. You will click the send button at the bottom of the screen, and then once you click the send button, you'll choose Add to Home Screen and tap Add. I'll zoom in a little bit closer to kind of show you what they're talking about here. This is your send button. Once that pops up, you'll have a button here that says Add to the Home Screen, and then over here in the upper right hand corner, once this screen comes up, you'll hit Add, and what you're doing is adding a little icon that looks just like this to your home screen. That is a shortcut to the mobile National Weather Service mobile weather website. We're going to scroll down here a little bit further down the instruction page. These are the instructions here that shows if you have an Android mobile device. The instructions are going to be somewhat similar. A little bit different process to get that shortcut on the screen of your mobile device. Once again, on your Android mobile device, using your Chrome web browser or whatever browser you use, you will visit mobile.weather.gov, that particular website. You'll click on the menu button, and then you'll choose Add to Home Screen. I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer to show you what these buttons look like. In the first picture here, in the lower left hand corner, that's your menu button. When that menu comes up, you'll hit Add to the Home Screen, and this is the particular shortcut that you're adding to the home screen. You'll hit the Add button, and then that will show up as an icon on your mobile device. You can move that icon anywhere you want to any particular screen you want to once you get that on there. Pretty much that's all it takes. If you do have any questions or run into any problems with your particular phone, you can just bring up Google or your search engine, and in your search engine you can put how to bookmark a page, and the blank is on your particular phone model, with the blank being filled in with your model of the phone there. That's pretty much it, and that will get that icon on your phone screen to where you can go back and have easy access to the mobile.weather.gov website. And I know you're going to ask next, what does that website look like? What is that particular website going to give me? Well, here's your answer. This is on a much bigger scale. It'll look a lot smaller on your phone. Since it is a mobile website, it was designed for a smartphone or a tablet, and it will fill the screen and you'll be able to see everything pretty darn good on your screen. Whenever this website comes up, the mobile website, you're going to either type in your zip code or your city and state. Hit either go or enter. And it's it's a smaller version of what you can actually get through their regular website for the forecasts and everything else. Up here at the top, it actually shows you what city this forecast is for. In this particular area here, you see this gray bar. You'll click it. It says Outlook, or a statement that's in effect, and it's been updated at 7/25. Click it, and it'll show you the hazards. Right now, all we've got under there is the hazardous weather outlook. You can read through it and kind of get an idea of what's coming up in the next few days. Hit the back button, take you back to the main screen. If we have any severe thunderstorm or tornado watches or anything, that'll all be up here at the top. They're color coded too, red and yellow color codes and all that stuff. So all your advisories or watches or warnings will all show up at the top of this page too, for that particular area that you've got in here. The next section is the current conditions. Be the closest reporting station to whatever city that you have in here. The next deal, you got a little plus sign here in the current conditions. You'll hit that, and it'll take you to a little bit more in-depth look of the current conditions for the particular station. This is from the Joplin Airport, which is the closest station to Pittsburgh. It'll give you a lot more detail than what you showed on the first screen. You'll scroll on down. Under the forecast, you've got pictures. Usually, it'll be a 24-hour period that you got the pictures for here. If you want to expand that more, all you got to do is hit the little plus sign down here at the bottom. It'll take you to the other site. And once you hit the plus sign, it's going to give you hour-by-hour forecast. Then you can scroll on down through that. And down here in the lower right corner, it says Sunday. That'll take you to the next day. And then you can just keep on going through the forecast, hour by hour. It's like that under each. Each one of them's got a plus sign, and that'll take you to the hour-by-hour forecast for that particular day or night. If you want the detailed forecast, there's a button here. It says Detailed Forecast. You'll hit it. And this is what we're more accustomed to on the regular National Weather Service site. It pretty much goes from the night and then the next day, and then just keeps on going for the next 7 days. That's pretty much your 7-day forecast from the National Weather Service office. You kind of scroll on down the page. You'll have access to the radar, the current radar. This is out of Springfield. This is the closest radar to Pittsburgh. You see a little marker here showing that Pittsburgh is actually, for this radar here, Springfield, Missouri is the closest. It puts it in motion, and apparently you'll see that red screen come up, and one of the frames must not have been available for the for this particular radar site. Hit the back button from the radar. You can also gain access to satellite. Shows visible, which after dark, right like it is right now, you're not going to have any visible satellite. You can pick infrared, and for some reason this part of it may be broke right now. They still work on this quite a bit and upgrade. The next tab down will be the forecast discussion. It'll load the current forecast discussion that the National Weather Service meteorologists actually put out 2 or 3 times a day. This was put out at about 5:10 this evening for the Springfield, Missouri Weather Service office. And the reason it's Springfield, Missouri is because that's who forecasts for Bourbon, Crawford, and Cherokee counties. You can kind of read through that, and it's kind of a reasoning behind their forecasts, the reasoning behind, and kind of more in depth to why they are forecasting the way they are for this particular period. The next bar here shows forecast graphics. It's you'll hit it, and it actually shows, like I said, this will be a lot smaller on your phone screen. This here shows the maximum temperature for Sunday. It's just a wider area and color coded to kind of give you an idea of what the high temperatures are going to be for tomorrow. Like I said, Bourbon, Crawford, and Cherokee counties in Kansas are covered by Springfield Weather Service office. It's got a rivers and lake tab. You hit it, and if there's any major flooding or anything like that, that'll all show up on here. And the other ones I really don't use. You can tweet a weather report to the National Weather Service if you want to, if you've got it set up through Twitter. You can actually tweet a weather report to them. I've got other ways that I can report severe weather to the Weather Service office, so I normally don't use that. But you can. And down here at the bottom, they have a tab called Full Site, and that'll take you to the actual regular National Weather Service forecast site for Pittsburgh. If you hit this tab here that says Pittsburgh, Kansas, where I put that in there, you can put as many cities as you want to under that drop down. It keeps track of the list. So you will just put another city in there, and under Parsons, and you got Parsons and Pittsburgh. You can edit that list and delete, take any cities you want to out of the tabs. But yeah, just use this up here, the zip, city or place, and then you hit go, and then it'll take you to any city that you want to weather forecast for. It's pretty simple. Once you get that icon on your screen, the shortcut icon, you've got a lot of information right there, and pretty simple to do. If you've got any questions or anything, you can send me a message on the Facebook site, Southeast Kansas Weather Facebook site. All my contact information's there, and I'll try to answer any questions you have. If you run into any problems or anything like that, I'll do my best to help you get that on your phone. That's all I've got for right now. If anybody else has anything that they want to know about, any kind of tutorials or anything, I've got some ideas for future videos. Some of the radar apps and everything that I use on my phone and also on my computer. I'll probably do some short tutorials on some of that in the future. But as of right now, that's all I've got. Thank you.